Alright, so in the last video that we recorded, I created a blank HTML document, basic HTML document, and a blank CSS document. What I want to do now is I want to go ahead and I want to save that to wherever, whatever folder my website is going to live in. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that, and I'm going to save the CSS document and the HTML into the same directory. Now this doesn't have to be done at this point in time. It can be done later, but I just want to go ahead and get that taken care of now. And I'm going to call this one document 1. And I'm going to call this one. Now I want to make sure that this is a CSS, so I'm just going to call this basic.css. So now I have those. They're available to me. Now this is the Dreamweaver interface. You can see over here doc1.html and basic.css. So I'm going to drag those out of the way because the software isn't as important as what we are doing with the code. So what we talked about in the last one is that you've got the doc type, the HTML tags, the head tags, the body tags, and in the head tag you've got the title tag. So we're going to go ahead and change that title, because you should always have a title for any document that you're doing, and I'm just going to call it. Now you'll notice that it shows up in here in this particular software. It shows up in there. This title tag is used for that's going to show up in the browser in the top window. It's also going to be the thing that shows up when you get a search engine search result that shows your page. So that's a really important thing to have in there. It should be related to whatever is in that page, and it should be unique to that page. You shouldn't use the same title tag for all of your pages, but you can use combinations. So if I'm doing CSS Intro Lab, this is going to be on kevinwtharp.com, so I might add and the topic is lessons. So, and actually, it would probably be better to have the lessons before that. So what you need to do is get into a habit of naming your documents so that they have, or giving titles that have meaning. And I'm just kind of cleaning up the code here. All right. So there's the title. Now the next thing that we want to do is come down to this body tag, and you notice when I click on that, it shows you both the opening and closing tags. Everything in between is the visual part of the page. So the distinction is that normally the stuff that is in the head tag, that is going to be interpreted by the browser. It's going to be seen by the browser but not by the humans. So as you see, as we move in, that's where we add style sheets or links to external style sheets. You can add other meta names, that kind of stuff up in the head, and those are sort of background information that aren't viewed by the human. But the information that is going to be viewed by the human will go into this body tag. So if I wanted to add an H1 with my name, let's not do my name. Let's do, okay, so that's my H1 refresh. Now in some softwares you've got the ability to see a design view or a split view. I'll probably work in the split view a lot, just so that you can see how the code and the design are different. And what this does is it applies whatever CSS rules have been applied. Now I haven't added any CSS rules yet, so what it's doing is adding whatever the default browser that this uses to render the pages. It's using the default CSS rules from that browser to affect this. So in the next video, I will flesh out the content that we're going to have, and we'll move forward with that content, and then we'll follow that with videos on how to start styling it.